My name is Carrie, I'm so very fly, oh my, it's a little bit scary. Boys wanna marry, looking at my dairy. And you can stare, but if you touch it, I'm a berry. Pretty as a
What is up, bitches? So it is your girl KD, and we are back again with another video. Today is a Smoke and Sip Self-Care Sunday, and honestly and truthfully, we just finna ramble, we finna talk, we just finna chat it up real quick. Yeah, so without further ado, we got a lot of stuff we need to do. We need to do our nails, we need to do our lashes, we need to do some skincare, and kind of like re-zhuzh up our hair because it's fuzzy. I don't wear bonnets and shit to bed, so it is what it is. Let's get started.
Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. I don't do the way I trip. It's not my fault, so please don't trip. Don't hate me 'cause I'm beautiful. Don't hate.
All right, you see me pour my drink, you saw me roll up mine. Go ahead and get yours situated. All right, so I'm gonna start off with doing some skincare. I honestly need to go shopping again for skincare products because I am running out and I don't like that. Anyway, so we have the 6-peptide Corox, whatever, however the fuck you say it. It's COSRX. It's the same brand that made the snail mucin products that everybody loved. This to me is like the fat water by Fenty, and so I just kind of like put this in certain places and pat it around. It's gonna sound like I'm smacking the shit out of my fucking face, but I'm not. Okay, so before this turned into a tutorial on how to use products, let me go ahead and get to talking. So for me lately, I don't even fucking know, realistically. I've kind of just been trying to figure out the proper way to rebrand myself, and it's like I'm having a problem because I think I'm thinking too far ahead of myself right now with certain stuff, or trying to have like the perfect everything before. Why don't this shit want to fucking focus today? So basically what I'm getting at is I want to, it's not even really rebranding myself. It's almost in a sense of carrying my brand seamlessly to my platforms. That has been like one of my hiccups lately. Trying to find a way to properly do it, right? So for me lately, I feel like I am entering into like my sensual, sexual, dark film era. And when I say era, I just mean lifestyle, because realistically, this is something, I don't know what's going on. This is something that I've been wanting to do, like really like low-key, or the way that I've been my whole life. And because of it, I was shunned for it. And personally, I'm ready to live as who I'm supposed to be. Because just existing, like, I would be overly sexualized or accused of being the fast friend when I fucking wasn't. I was just like, this is not my fault that I'm just a sexy bitch. Like, you can't be mad at me for that. Like, that don't even make sense. All right, so now that I got my skincare on, I'm gonna let that sit. In between that, we gonna go ahead and spark a little bit and talk for like 5 minutes. But yeah, so like for me, the part that's like, or has been the most aggravating, it's the fact that I've had to like hide that my entire life. Or not even hide it. I didn't even get to explore that side of myself. And when it comes down to the idea of just being sexy or sensual, it's immediately put in a category of sex, which they go together. You know what I'm saying? But they don't go together. I feel like it's a bit OD how, like, naturally as a woman, we have curves, we have, you know what I'm saying, all those things. It ain't nothing that we can do about that. I just caught 444. All right, so I looked up sensuality, right? Okay. So I looked up the definition of sensuality, and it says sensuality is deep awareness, appreciation, and enjoyment of the senses: touch, taste, smell, sight, and sound. It is not fully presented. It's about being fully presented in your body and experiencing life richly through physical and emotional senses. Sensuality isn't about sex. Isn't just about sex. It's about feeling connected to yourself, your pleasures, your emotions, and the world around you. So, but yeah, so basically that's just it. So I want to learn more about myself, and so this rebranding isn't really like restructuring anything, because I feel like throughout life I've still been who I've wanted to be. It's just adding elements to myself, and then along with the brands that I have, like coinciding all of that with my personality, so it's easy branding. It's almost second nature. I don't have to think about anything, because what my branding is me, so I don't have to step out of character to be anything else. So I think I've concluded on doing a simple lash look today. I honestly don't really feel like doing 2 layers again, so I have these like fluffy spikes. I'm gonna try and use those, and then these. So I feel like that will be enough to be like for you to be able to at least see it. I don't know how, but this shit broke. I'm gonna use a different glue today, or maybe not. This shit look like it's trying to dry up on me. There's clumps in there. I'm gonna use a different glue than I used last time. The only thing that I can say that I truly dislike about the clusters is the glue. Getting the fucking glue off is a pain in the ass. Okay, you want to be very careful and keep your eyes as fucking wide open as you possibly can, because it's a pain in the ass. I'm not even gonna lie. They're fun to do. They can be an absolute pain. I'm gonna do 16, 14, 12, and I don't have any 10s, so we're gonna go ahead and stick that on there. I'm gonna actually put glue on the lash. It's just frustrating trying to do it. And one thing I like to do to help me balance this shit is putting doing one eye and then doing the other eye. This is why I don't like holding the fucking bottle at the end of the way. Okay. Jesus Christ. Anyway, 2 16s on the corners, and then let's go ahead and get back into talking. Honestly, I don't even know if I'm gonna be able to do this and talk at the same time. We're gonna try though. So yeah, I want to now get into a point where no matter, like, I want to find cheat codes of finding ways to resemble my brand in everything that I do. So it'd be my style, the way that I do my hair. What the fuck? Yeah, no, I can't talk and do this at the same time, so I'll be back. Okay, so every lashes are done. I think they're really cute. Or like really wispy like I like them to be. So kind of just back to the conversation before we get into our nails. So I've been slowly but surely rebranding stuff, and so if you want some tips on how I've gone through the process of rebranding myself and learning different things, realistically, one, the rumor that you have to get out of your city is true, first of all. I almost just choked on that. I had to slow down. Getting out of your city is true, because that's what helped me learn like some of my passions and my desires. And getting out of your like the house that you grew up in, getting away from them, whether it be you go to college, get a roommate or something. I've moved out and ended up having to come back home. Don't be ashamed if you have to do that. It is okay. Sometimes you have to start over to move forward. Right now, I'm living with my boyfriend, and he's taking good care of me so that I'm able to focus on like stuff like this that I really want to do. Y'all, just got makeup on my freaking blunt. I'm kind of scared to smoke that part. Look, it's glue. So, and then another thing is trying different stuff and figuring out what fits you. And then another thing, one thing I heard on recently on Instagram, this girl, she went to her therapist, and she was basically talking about how her therapist told her, well, basically how she realized like her 13-year-old self, like that version of her that she wanted, that she started to be, was her. But when she forced herself to be normal, to fit into society, that's when she lost herself. So, said all that to say, basically, go back and pick up those old habits that you used to have, that you stopped doing, and see if that's something that you enjoy doing in adulthood, and pick that back up. Like for me, I've always loved makeup and self-care and stuff like that, and so of course I want to figure out a way to make a life out of it, as well as kind of just chatting with my girls. The next thing we're gonna get into is these nails. I am going to trim them and soak them off, and then we're going to get into a new set. I'm really excited. This has been a month, and this nail and this nail are the only ones that are like lifting. This nail, I took the gems off of here. I got sick of them. I tried to take them off of this one, but they wouldn't come up. So your girl is going to nail school this summer. I'm speaking it into existence. I'm calling the people tomorrow. I'm gonna try and go to the school tomorrow if I can. If not, I'm gonna call them and try and get all my paperwork situated to make sure I am accepted and have been properly enrolled, and my FAFSA and everything has been accepted and put into the right place. I'm gonna get my supplies out and we finna get started. I'm excited. What is up? So my nails are off. This is as far as we got. I stopped at 6 o'clock, I think, around 6 to, well, as soon as I finished soaking these off and filed my nails down, I went ahead and did half of what dinner would be, because I want to make like these Cheddar Bay chicken biscuits situations, but we don't have the stuff for it, so I have to wait till my boyfriend gets he's off work, but when he gets home, he has a whole nother hour before he'll be done. Then it takes him an hour to get home. Hopefully he uses his medulla oblongata and gets the stuff in Savannah and not wait until he gets in town, thinking that he's gonna make it before 11 o'clock because that's when Walmart closes. I don't know, but ChatGPT. So hold on. Okay, so when it comes down to this rebranding process and stuff, right, that we were talking about in the beginning of the video, I've been talking to ChatGPT about like my brand, my idea, my visions, my goals and stuff like that, and it helped me to come up with like specific things to do for myself and ways to incorporate it into my brand. So it helped me come up with a nail design. I'm gonna read off some of the things that it said to use. So it was saying black chrome nails, blood red velvet nails. Then it said black French tip with gold detailing. It had a deep plum oxblood nail. I'm assuming that's just like a color. It's like a really deep red. Matte black and glossy black combo. Then it says something about a dark matte marble, sharp stiletto shape, gold foil on deep shades, or like a vampy situation. And there was like a snake print thing. So I've been wanting to do a few different things lately with the 3D nails. So I have a few ideas. I'm gonna kind of freestyle this design. I'm not gonna draw it. This will be the first time I've ever done that. I usually draw my designs before I do them, but I'm not gonna draw them. I know I want a snake. I know I want like lace trim-ish like design. I have lace trim, but I don't have transfer glue to get it to stick to the nails. So I'm gonna test something out and see if I can get it to work. I know I want to do like a black and red ombre situation. It's a lot in my brain. I know I want to put a body silhouette, maybe like titties. I was thinking about doing titties, adding titties to a set. So yeah, it's gonna be a lot. It's gonna be red, it's gonna be gold and black. Those are the colors for this, so I'm excited. I'm gonna show y'all some of this process. I also have to get content for my nail page too, so bear with me.
Someone's gonna love me. Someone's gonna love me, baby. taking my freedom, pulling it off the shelf, putting it on my chain, wearing it round my neck. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my car, wherever I choose to go, it will take me far. I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Golden. I'm taking my own freedom, putting it in my soul, singing loud and strong, moving all day long. I'm taking my freedom, putting it in my stroll. I'll be high stepping, y'all, letting the joy unfold. I'm living my life like it's golden. Living my life like it's golden. I'm living my life like it's golden. 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 Living my life like it's golden.
I am finally freaking done. My lighting doesn't even look right no more. Oh, Jesus. Lo and behold, truthfully, just long story short, it's been a day. Okay? We're getting these, little bad boys put on. I'm using the glue that I'm going to start putting in my packages to see how it holds up. But actually pretty, I think I like this set a lot. I have to see it on my hands first. Am I the only one like that? Like, am I the only one that has to see the design on my nails first for me to know if I like it or not? I've been really craving like some stiletto nails though. Like the one thing I'm the most excited for is the fact that they're all stiletto. I haven't done that yet since I've started doing my nails, so. But the topic that we were talking, the conversation that we were having was essentially about like rebranding ourselves and taking back those parts of ourselves that were forced to be taken away, or like those parts that you force yourself to hide because you get, looked at crazy or people judge you or whatever the case may be. Really and truly, like, my channel now is kind of just the journey of me doing that, and doing it the most unapologetically way that I can, while also just being authentic and true to myself, because like I struggle with depression and anxiety, and so there's gonna be moments where I may not be able to live up to this grandiose standard of being, I don't want to say on point all day every day, but damn near, you know what I mean? And so I like to find ways that grant me the ability to be able to do that, while also just kind of like owning it. I think honestly this might be my favorite fucking nail. I'm gonna show it to y'all in a second. Between this one and the snake one, yeah, this is my favorite. And it's like both hands are different but the same. That's something that I like to do. I don't like keeping like the same exact design on both hands. At least not for me. I don't like it. Throughout this journey, I will be learning to connect with my sensuality and sexuality, finding the perfect bridge between the two, while also kind of just learning myself and restructuring my world and building an empire, because it's a lot of stuff that I want to do. It's a lot of things that I want there's a lot of things that I'm going to do, and there's a lot of things that I'm going to achieve in this lifetime. And I want to document the journey. It also helps kind of keep me accountable too, as more people come onto the page. So I really am kind of just grateful and excited for the rest of this year. I turned 25 at the end of this year, and I really want this year to speak volumes for me. I don't like the last few years of in my 20s, I felt like I didn't accomplish anything, which isn't true. I've actually accomplished a lot. Kind of like looking back at it now, like I had my first apartment at 19. I had my first car at 21. Granted, like, stuff didn't go the way that I planned it to, but I love my family, but I don't have support. Nobody supports me the way that I feel like other people are supported. And so I kind of like have to deal with a lot of shit on my own and figure it out. Granted, maybe I'm just not vocal enough about my problems, but I don't feel comfortable talking to them about my problems either, because I just feel like I'm going to get judged. So if feeling like a human being is without feeling like I have to be judged to be granted some grace, if that's what I have to, like, if I have to, you know, go ride, what is that shit that they say, into the thick of it, if I have to ride into the thick of it by myself to not have to deal with the holier than thou mindset of some people, I'm fine with that. I'm perfectly fine with that, honestly. I've had to be my entire life, so it's nothing new. It's just, it sucks when you see it like play in your face. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gave me options or ideas. They just never tried. So now I am going to be trying for myself. Gonna be doing everything I can for myself. I really, I'm proud of myself so far. I've started a podcast. I've been wanting to start a podcast for the longest. I have a radio show now, for 2 hours every Saturday. Like, that's really huge for somebody to be willing to trust me on their platform. I might have put these on wrong. Nope, it's fine because I don't want them to be the same. But yeah, so it's very interesting sometimes when it comes down to like this little thing called life and figuring out what it is that you want for yourself and what God has orchestrated for you, and then what is actually going to pan out. Because honestly, we have no control over any of it. Like, we do. Don't get me wrong. We definitely do. We are the authors of our life. But at the same time, it's like we're author. You know how, like, you are, when you're in elementary school and you have to, like, trace your letters and shit, but you don't know how to do it yet, so your mom holds your hand? That's what I feel like life is. And how much control you allow is up to you, but rather or not, that hand is on there, it's always on there. Like, you're not ever gonna write a script on your own. It was already written. So certain things, like, it's just gonna happen. It's bound to happen. There's no ways around that. You're not getting around it. That's what you're supposed to be doing. You know what I mean? While in other situations, it may just be different. And that might not be the case. Here are the nails. They're so cute. Ooh, and they're sharp too. But my favorite nail is this nail. Like, look at that fucking... I want to do a set of just this. Ugh. It's so iconic, so sexy, so... Alright. Well, our nails are done. We've had a little bit of a conversation. I hope that when I edit this, it makes sense. Because I was kind of worried throughout all of this that it doesn't. Our lashes finally fucking dried. I swear, it seems like it takes that glue 24 fucking hours to dry. I love my nails. Tell me what you guys think about it in the comments section down below. Honestly and truthfully, I'm probably about to roll me another joint and take my black ass to sleep. It is approximately 1:13. Girl, we started this process at like 5 o'clock. We started doing everything around like 5 something. Then we had to break to cook. Then we had to break to, again, to cook and eat. And now we're finally done. And I feel like, honestly, because the nails that I be doing on myself, them hoes be intricate. And my hours, it takes me like 4 hours to really be detailed and oriented with everything. Today, I don't know how long it took me. I couldn't measure that. So okay, but yeah, I guess this is the end of the video. Girl, listen, basically, with all that being said and all the shit that I've been running my mouth about, essentially what I'm telling you, Bookie, live your life for you. When it comes down to creating the person that you want to be, or just emphasizing that, y'all see I'm talking with my hands while I'm feeling like that bitch. Anyway, let me put my hands in my lap. When it comes down to that, it's just really a matter of just owning up to it and just doing it and going against the grain in those moments where it feels weird and where it feels hard and where it's frustrating, or when you feel alienated, or when you feel like it's gonna be a certain emotion that you know that you fight against, but for this moment it's a necessary battle to get you to the next field. Like for me now, for me it's one, consistency and ignoring that inner critic that I've gotten better with. So that's not like my upfront battle. My upfront battle is now officially consistency isn't really the issue anymore. I can be consistent. Like, I like making... Fear of posting the content is no longer the problem. That's not a thing. The problem now is... Why does it keep running away from me the moment I try and see it? I don't know. Apparently I don't want to verbally speak it, but there's a thing. I know what it is, and I know what the feeling is, and so I know that's how it's time for me to tackle it and to deal with it. So that's I know that's my next lesson. So as you get further and further down this journey, the goal is to learn, like, what is it that your body is telling you, or what signs is it that your body gives you to realize, like, all right, it's time to pivot. All right, it's time to da 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 da. Like, it's time for you to make some moves. It's time for you to learn another lesson. It's time for you to make a pivot. It's time for you to, you know what I'm saying? Like, little different shit like that. I'm straightening up my desk. That's why I'm not looking at y'all. But yeah, so eventually, like, that type of stuff will then come up, and you just have to make it your business to tap in with your body when you realize that that's what's happening. So then that way, in the future, if it were to happen again, you now know what is going on. You know how to take care of it. You know what your body is trying to tell you. And you can't really be surprised at this point. That'd be the main thing. We like to act like we surprised, and it's like, no, bitch, you knew that this lesson was gonna come. You knew that you wasn't supposed to be here. Something told you that, or something told you were supposed to go the other way. Something told you that you were supposed to leave this place in 3 months. You got that message, and you decided not to listen. So when it comes smacking you in your face, don't say nothing to me. So yeah, so like little things when it comes down to finding key details about yourself, cutting those people off, stopping those behaviors, creating those behaviors, all of those things. Like this Smoke and Sips Selfcare Sunday is one of the behaviors that I will be that I want to include into my ritual process of taking care of myself every week, because that's just something I love to do, and worshiping my body and making sure I feel good and taken care of is important. So, long story short, tell me if you think that these nails scream sexy and sensual, mature and grown. Could you look closer up on there so you can see the details? Yeah. Yeah. Okay. And then you just can't tell me that this thumb is not sexy. You see that bitch glistening in the light? Child, anyway. Bye. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out, bitches.